Good morning, class. Good morning, parents. For those of you who weren't able to attend our orientation, my name is Mr. Salano, and I will be teaching this wonderful class for the 2015-2016 school year. For those of you parents who didn't come today, you missed out on a really great observation of seeing your kids interact with one another and be able to see them. Their first day of school is amazing. But we do know that with life comes experiences and time that needs to be delved into other places, and so because of that, we have made these screencasts so that you as parents might be able to be on the same page as your students. Like yesterday's screencast, we did a tour of a class. We pretty much covered the rules. Today's screencast is going to be an extension of yesterday's screencast, which was the rules. And in today's screencast, we're going to be covering similarities and differences in families, and how these similarities and differences, we should look at them as things that make us unique and special, instead of finding ways to pick at one another. Like I said, I'm Mr. Solano, and I'll be teaching your class and your wonderful students this year. This lesson will fall under the Kinder Social Studies lesson book, and if you want to know why it's important, you'll find it as parents in that section. So the first part of our lesson, we need to talk about how we need to identify boys and girls, things that make us individuals, and things that make us similar and or different. For example, things that make me different or the same is that I went to school just like you. Many years ago, I sat in the classroom. I was really small, and so that makes us similar. Things that make us different is I'm really tall compared to you guys, or I have really long hair. These things that make us different, or things that we can identify that make us different, are things that should be tools to make us stand out and to make us special from each individual in our class. All of us boys and girls come from different families, and each family has something unique and special to bring to this classroom. How can we do this? How can we look for differences and similarities and use those things to make everyone feel welcome in our class? By describing, by pointing out or finding the differences and similarities in one another, we can do that by just observing. We can do it from looking at people's we can do this by describing or comparing characteristics, like I said earlier, whether it's my features, my height, how tall I am, how big I am. And you gotta, boys and girls, people change over time. So a long time ago, I was really small, and over the years I've grown, and my body has changed, and because of that, that makes me special and unique. And you, in a lot of ways, will also be. As we continue to change, you will see that in your classmates, and this is very important. Now, the number one thing that I want us to take away from this lesson is to be able to demonstrate respect for each other, to be able to find those individual perks, whether it's our hair, our eyes, our skin color, the way we talk, our mannerisms. All these things are things that make us special, and things that we should show respect to one another for. Sometimes, boys and girls, these things, we might think they're weird because we've never had them around in our lives, whether it's the way someone speaks, or the way someone looks, or long hair, short hair, their height, their weight. All these things are what make a person and make them a special person, and we need to be able to respect all these different things. Here in the middle, we have an atlas of the world, and in this atlas are all the different flags of these different cultures of where, what is made up of this world. I, for one, am Samoan. I'm Polynesian, and that makes me special. That makes me different. And I think as we continue to evolve as a class and share in those unique aspects of one another's lives, that we'll be able to grow together, boys and girls, and we'll be able to grow and learn about one another, which we will have in a Star of the Week. One individual in our class will be able to get up and share special events about them and where they're from. And in that presentation of that student, we'll find out more about their backstory, where they're from, where their ancestors are from. So I look forward to growing with you guys. Please keep in mind that this is going to be a learning environment and that we should always be respectful of one another. Parents, I thank you so much for tuning in and for being a part of this lesson, and for just for those of you who came to the orientation, for always keeping in on your students' education. It'll help in the long run. I guarantee you that. Thank you so very much. Have a good day.